Hi, everyone. Welcome to Club Wraps. My name is John.
Faraz.
What's up, guys? I'm Jesiah.
So right now we have the Western Conference Finals, Game 1. 5:37 to go in the third quarter. Spurs are up 64-60.
Now 64-63.
This game feels like it maybe could go down to the wire, possibly.
I suspect it will.
It definitely looks like the Spurs are at least in the same hemisphere as the Thunder. No Fox in this game. He's injured. We're going to talk about the series that just ended.
J-Dub is back, too. He is back game 1. He missed pretty much all the last series.
Which was huge because I thought in the finals last year, I thought he could have been maybe a finals MVP candidate, at least. He was in the mix. He played well.
I mean, he is the second fiddle to Shea. 100%. He could dribble. He could shoot a little bit. He's obviously a Swiss Army knife on defense. He could guard the 1 through 4.
This is the series I've been wanting to watch. So, of all the NBA everything this season, this is the series I want to watch.
It's been leading this way.
I think, yeah, just about everybody's been anticipating this series specifically.
They're making a joke when I steal. They're making a joke in the Detroit radio I listen to. They're like, whoever wins the series, can they just give them the Larry O'Brien trophy too with the conference? How do you feel that disrespect for us as a Knicks fan?
It is disrespect in the sense that, I feel people thought the same thing about Oklahoma City last year, and they came down to Game 7, and potentially, we can't say for sure, but what would have happened if
the Knicks
Halliburton didn't go down first quarter?
The Knicks and Pacers went how many last year? 6 or 7 games?
6.
I think it was 6.
6. But very competitive series. I thought.
They were up, yeah.
For a moment, it looked like the Knicks, if they don't lose that game, the big choke game, they probably win the series, honestly.
6, yeah.
I would say so.
Went for it.
Certainly, it pushes it to a Game 7. So,
I wouldn't count out the Knicks. I actually think the Knicks could match up pretty well against either of these teams. Obviously, I would say the Thunder and Spurs would be favorites, whoever they play out east.
Undoubtedly.
But even the Cavaliers, I wouldn't count them out. They're double big lineup. Whoever makes out the East, I don't think they get swept. I think it could go 6 or even 7.
Watching the Cavs closely, because I'm a Piston fan, obviously they destroyed the Pistons in Game 7. I think the Knicks are way more viable than the Cavs.
Yeah.
To me, that just watching them closely.
Oh yeah.
I think the Knicks, I don't know, I think they're tougher mentally. The Cavs, from a talent standpoint, having watched that series with the Pistons, I thought the Cavs had way more talent, top to bottom. But I don't know, the Cavs, James Harden, you just don't know what he's going to get. He turns the ball over a lot. He looks old at times.
Yeah.
I thought the Cavs won that series because of the center, what's his name? Jared Allen. Mobley. I thought those guys, Allen basically totally neutralized Duran the whole series, and the
only good game Duran has had all playoffs long was Game 5.
Game 5 and Game 7 against the Magic were his 2 best games.
Well, I was going to say 5 against the Cavs.
He had, Game 6 he had 15 and 11.
6, sorry.
6, yeah.
6, yeah. That was his best game.
Game 6 against the Cavs and Game 7 against the Magic, he did get a double-double. But Duran, to me, he was...
Is he a max player?
No. He lost himself a lot of money.
No, I think I do think he still might get it. If the Pistons could somehow save even $20-40 million for the 4 or 5 years that they get him for, I think that's a win.
Well, but the other thing, too, with Detroit is that you're also going to be factoring in he's 22 years old.
Yeah.
He's almost assuredly going to make an All-NBA team.
I don't want to say you don't want to just write him off and say he's not good or all that, but he needs to work on his game. Basically, Draymond Green was talking about on his podcast, if you stop him from getting his lobs, so basically you just stay between him and the basket, because during the regular season, he might get 3 to 5 lobs a game. There's 6 to 10 points right there.
And then offensive rebounds.
In the playoffs, that was all gone. He got nothing like that. And that's why you end up with 8 and 5 and 8 and 4 in a game. He definitely needs to improve his jump shot for sure, his passing, ball hand, all of it offensively. He's got a lot to work on.
During the regular season, it looked like he could dribble a little bit. Like, we were seeing highlights of him ISO at the top of the key a couple times and do like a 1-2.
I mean,
but he couldn't dribble at all.
He's
in the playoffs.
A great prospect. I mean, and he had a great regular season this year. It's just in the playoffs, if your weakness is, if you have anything that's a weakness, you will get exposed.
100%.
And that's why I ultimately I like to judge NBA players how they do in the playoffs, because to me that's
what matters most.
I think it matters most. And you see what you really have. A guy like James Harden, I think they listed he has like 39 games where he has more turnovers than field goals made in the playoffs.
It's a third of his playoff games he's played. He has more turnovers than field goals made.
It's pretty remarkable.
It's great. He can score 40 in a game. I'm not saying he's not a talented player. I'm not even saying he's a Hall of Fame player. But like, if you're going to compare him to me, like all-time greats, like a Michael Jordan or Dwayne Wade, I don't
Wade
recall.
Is where he usually gets compared to, and a lot of people
Kobe
actually have Harden above Wade, and I never got the argument.
I never.
Those guys didn't have playoffs like that where they had 40 games, a lot of games where you have more turnovers than field goals made. I mean, that's crazy. And the thing about Harden that I didn't like, and why I don't like the Cavs, I think if you could take the best of the Cavs and the best of the Pistons, I think that you would have a team from the East that could beat the Western Conference team. Meaning, like, if you just put Mitchell on the Pistons, if Cade had another guard that he could just throw the ball to that can make a shot, or if you put Cade on the Cavs and got rid of Harden, I think that team would win the East.
Probably.
Pretty easily, honestly. Because if you watch these games, Cade's going to the basket and literally, like, they're not even covering Thompson. He's wide open in the corner.
And airball's the corner three.
Airball's a three. Most, if that was a Sam Merrill, Strus, they probably make that shot.
Honestly, if the Pistons had Strus, I would say you guys might win that series.
I mean, just
as crazy as that sounds, but Strus, even though he was on the bench every game besides Game 7, he was the only one on the Cavs I thought was giving like energy every time up and down the court.
He's a defensive
and that's
pest.
my problem with the Cavaliers. I hate saying this because I do think this term is played out, but the Cavaliers have no dogs.
I think that's why the Knicks are going to beat them ultimately.
Yeah. Well, also the Knicks
it could get bad too.
The Knicks got point of attack defenders. They got OG Anunoby. Mikal Bridges, even though he's taken a pinch of a step back, being like the point of attack defender, he's still an upper echelon defensive guard in the NBA. The Cavaliers got nobody like that. They got two nobodies on defense in Harden and Mitchell. Strus is probably their best defender if they start him, but they started Dean Wade most of the series. Are they going to play Sam Merrill more? He doesn't play defense. Now, where their defense is at are the bigs down low. Their switchability. Their bigs are able to guard on the perimeter more than pretty much every other big duo in the NBA.
That's where the series is going to be decided.
Mm-hmm.
It's because coming into this series, I felt like, looking back on the Pistons series, the question was, who do the Knicks want to face more, the Pistons or the Cavs? And I always felt like the answer was probably the Pistons, only because Karl Anthony Towns matches up. It's a lot sketchier when he's matching up against an Evan Mobley or Jared Allen, two guys that are...
Well, you'd rather just play Duren.
Yeah.
Duren's been so underwhelming in this
worst case scenario,
exactly.
You'll just play Robinson, and, he could bruise against Duren if you don't want to bruise Cat against him,
And it's when you're like a team like any team, if you looked at any team, who's the Knicks' second best player? Towns?
Oh, yeah.
Easily.
Just imagine now you're in the playoffs and your second best player is half of what he was stats-wise.
Yeah.
It's hard to win.
You can't recover.
You can't recover from that.
Duren went from averaging 20 and 12 to averaging, I think, 10 and 8.
10 and 8.
That's insane.
And couple that with nobody else really
stepped
in.
Tobias Harris did have an amazing playoffs. Besides Game 7, he was a dud. He looked like 76er Tobias Harris.
Yeah, but I mean,
what is he, 36? You can't rely on a 36-year-old unless you're LeBron James.
And he was never supposed to be the second guy. He's like a third, fourth guy.
Yeah.
So actually, I thought the Pistons bench guys, I mean, Will Sasser had a plus 27 in Game 6.
Marcus Sasser?
Marcus Sasser. Who's Will Sasser?
Will
say so.
Every show, there's always one.
But Will Sasser, he was amazing in that Game 6. He came in and was unbelievable. And now, in the playoffs, these bench guys can have a moment like that, but then what do you do in Game 7? He didn't do anything. Paul Reed was he had 17 in Game 6. He was awful in Game 7. When you're relying on those guys to win these...
A Game 7?
Yeah. You're going to... It's not going to happen. They're eventually going to run out, and you're going to lose. Like...
Y'all aren't in that bad of a scenario, because if you guys would have made the conference finals even with these same players, I don't know if they would have like made as much changes. I actually think you guys are going to make some like drastic changes this offseason, because you didn't buy in on the trade deadline, which I really wanted you guys to.
Yeah.
You know? There's some small forwards on the market. As a Pistons fan, who do you want? Do you want a Lauri Markkanen? Do you want a Michael Porter Jr. from the Nets? Do you want a Brandon Ingram from the Raptors? Like, there's forwards on the market you could get. Marketing is available. Like there's at Wiggins from the Heat. Like, there's a lot of small forwards on the market that would change the dynamic of your team, that could dribble, shoot, and could create their own shot.
Could we sign Reeves?
You don't have the money unless it's a sign and trade.
Because Reeves, I think we need a 2-guard that can score the ball drastically.
He would fit that need.
Yeah.
Now, there are 2 guards on the market that you guys could sign with your mid-level exception. You could get a Anthony Simons, you could get a Kobe White, you could get a Colin Sexton. Those are all secondary ball handling guards that could create their own shot that I think would fill that hole. And they'll be signed between the 10 and 15 million range.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a blessing in disguise for the Pistons. I think if they would have won this series, because as much as I'm praising the Knicks, it's still the Knicks. Like, I wouldn't, like, you couldn't be shocked if they lost.
Oh, no.
So, like...
They did this exact thing last year.
If we somehow...
Yeah, we already, like, crowned them as champions
because they beat the Celtics. Yeah. If we somehow got by the Knicks, then I feel like the Pistons GM would be like, we don't have to do anything. We have a championship team. And it's like, no, you don't.
No.
This was an eye-opener. You have to go out and make some type... I don't think you have to make a crazy move, but you definitely have to bring in another scorer. I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, score, secondary ball handling. Yeah. You guys relied on a G League player, Jenkins.
Yes, he started
amazing, but you're relying on him to start in Game 7. And Duncan played the best, in my opinion, in Game 7.
I thought Robinson played better coming off the bench. He's better in that role as a guy coming off the bench, as I think Jenkins would be too. I just don't think they're starters.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oof.
What a shot. But because the Cavs won. I thought the Cavs, watching that series, I thought it was more the Cavs kind of imploding in games that they lost. I didn't think it was so much the Pistons just
being a better
came
team
out and beat them. If you look at games 1 and 2, both of the games Pistons won at home, Harden was awful down the stretch of those games. He literally would just turn the ball over. Thompson would pick the ball up. We'd get a run-out dunk or a layup in a tie game, like down the stretch of the game. It was like he basically just gift-wrapped it as a win. It wasn't like we were out there making shots. Crazy shots. You saw that in Game 5. They didn't turn the ball over. They hung around, and they just kind of
ended up winning,
beating us as the game went on. So, the Pistons need to make moves. The Cavs, I don't like the Cavs mentality, though. I don't think they're mentally tough. I hate
the term, but they don't have any dogs on that team.
Well, the difference watching the Pistons play the Magic compared to the Cavs, I thought the Magic were way more physical. Not 100%. As talented offensively. They don't have the skills, the skill sets, all the different players.
Yeah.
But way more physical a team. And I think the Knicks are going to bully them. That's what I just think I think they're mentally the tougher team, and I think they're going to take it to them.
Well, and I also think the rest factor is going to come into play too. The Cavs have played 14 games already. Going to 2 Game 7s.
And y'all have had a week off.
Yeah, I mean, I can't.
It helps out tremendously because OG being hurt, he's going to come back healthy. Because I think OG might be the most underrated player in the NBA. He's
big for the Knicks.
And
he's huge.
He's massive.
He's been huge these playoffs, especially.
And you guys will need him because he's going to have to guard Mobley.
That's what's crazy to me about the playoffs. If you look at, everybody would say Towns he's a max guy, right? Or going to be.
Yeah.
But when it really matters, you want OG out there. Like he might be more important in a playoff situation.
Well, just because that he's
where the Knicks have impressed me is the change in Towns and the offense the Knicks have been running. They've been running Towns like he's Jokic. He's been making the plays at the top of the key. I said a couple shows ago, not saying I'm some genius like that, but cut Brunson's dribbles down per possession because you're making all their guys just stand watching him. And Brunson's great. He's a great scorer, but he's not trying to get the others involved like that. He's trying to get his own shot. Towns, he's only been averaging, maybe 14 points a game? But he's been getting 10 assists.
Who will guard for the Knicks? Who will guard Harden? Who will guard Mitchell?
I think that'll be by committee, basically. It's going to be...
But, like, starting off, you're going to
put
Brunson
it's going to be...
Well, it's going to be Hart. Hart's going to be on one of them. Or, no, actually, Hart
Bridges or Anunoby could be...
It's two of the three.
So who does Brunson guard? Because I did...
Whoever the random three is. If it's Strus, Wade, Merrill, it's going to be whoever that three is.
Yeah. Because I did think the Hawks did put it out there what you got to do to Brunson.
Yeah.
You got to punish him. He's a small...
But they're not... The Knicks are not going to have him on the point of attack.
Yeah, and I see, looking at the Cavs, I thought...
The Cavs don't have a point of attack defender.
I think...
At all.
Dean Wade, same thing I said about the Pistons, I don't think he starts on a championship team, like, in my opinion. I just don't think you could start with him. They don't have enough great players to make up for him.
Yeah.
I just don't see it. Like, I don't think he's... It's like you're telling me you're starting Duncan Robinson or Jenkins for the Pistons. That's going to catch up with you.
I would say the Knicks do have, like, the best starting five, but the Cavs probably have, like, the better depth.
I don't know. It's going to sound like the homer pick.
No. Right.
I feel like the Knicks' depth has actually been...
It's improved from last year.
Significantly improved. Yeah. But...
That's not
been pretty effective. Though again, it's hard to say because a lot of it goes back to the last 7 games where they've just been on this bender
heater.
And
that was the change of offense with Cat being the hub.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't feel like that's entirely sustainable either.
I think the Knicks could, because they've been off for so long. It wouldn't shock me if they struggled, like game 1. I mean, you could be rusty, but. If we're being honest, though, the Cavs have not been impressive in this playoffs. I mean, they both series have gone to game 7s. They went against teams that don't really have great offensive teams. I mean,
this is the Cavs' window now. Like, they got Harden as point guard. How much longer is this going to last? And they gave up a pick.
He has moments where I look at him and I'm just like, he doesn't look playable at times.
I think the players, the coach, the staff, they know this might be their last year with this core because one of them's getting traded. It might be Mitchell. It might be one of the bigs. Harden, really, what is his market? So this is...
Oh, I mean, this is definitely his window.
This is their last chance.
What do you think of the coaching dynamics between the two? Because I'm not... my stance on Mike Brown. Looking at the Adkins guy, though, what's his name?
Kenny Atkinson. I actually like him as a coach.
Same.
He didn't impress me. He's not forceful. I feel like he kind of lets his guys do what they want. And I just don't...
I don't believe in that. I don't think Harden and Mitchell are coachable. I wouldn't blame Kenny on that. I think the guards aren't coachable. Now, I think the bigs are.
But how are you going to win? I mean...
Well, I want to be the coach here.
That's a tough...
I don't know. I might be kind of biased. I don't think you can win a championship with Mitchell or Harden, and both of them are on this team.
Yeah.
But if you're leaning which coaching staff, crew, I would lean Cavs. But I think Knicks win in 6.
I'd say, that's a pretty reasonable prediction.
Right now, I'd say 6. You never know until I want to see game 1. Like this series right here, just looking at this to me looks like a 7-game series.
I hope
between the Spurs and the Thunder.
All of us got to pray to whatever God we believe in because Spurs are the last line of defense.
They're being really physical with Wemby, and it's
working.
It's working.
And I would say this: if you are the Eastern Conference, if you're a Knicks or Cavs fan, I do think you'd rather play the Spurs.
The Knicks have. I know the NBA Cup technically doesn't count, but it's
not an NBA Finals.
No, it's not. But they've beaten the Spurs 2 out of 3 times this season.
But I just, from an experience standpoint, the Thunder are not going to get rattled. They've seen everything. They've won a title. The Spurs, they're still they got to be one of the youngest teams in the NBA.
Yeah.
So if they had if they melted down in the finals or went bad, you wouldn't be shocked by that.
Spurs up 10 with 11 minutes to go.
Having said that, if they smoke the Thunder, who's going to want to face the Spurs?
Yeah.
I mean, so it's either way, it's going to be tough. Wow.
A surgence of A.J. Mitchell has been amazing. The Thunder just keep adding players because they got guys on the bench that could start on other teams. Aaron Wiggins is a baller. Isaiah Joe is a great three-point shooter.
They have guys.
Mason Wall is a stud.
They literally have guys that could start. Like we have. There's guys that could start for like the Pistons or the Celtics that are on their bench.
Yeah.
And a lot of these guys don't even see the floor. During the playoffs.
Wiggins hasn't even played.
Yeah.
They basically told him you're not gonna play much. But wasn't he great for them last year on their run? Didn't he have moments, Wiggins, in the playoffs?
Yeah. I just know that he was
Wiggins
a regular season guy.
And they got another top pick, lottery pick this year.
Oh, yeah, lottery pick incoming.
Before we break that down, is there anything else we want to say about the Knicks and Sixers? I guess we could highlight the Sixers or lowlight them. I do think the Joel Embiid era is coming to an end. I've heard murmurs of Embiid getting traded to Sacramento for Sabonis.
Jesus.
I guess, Sacramento is the only team dumb enough to take on that contract.
Wow. But Sabonis is also getting paid $40 million.
I think Embiid's will be getting close to 50 and 60.
How many more years?
I think 4. Didn't he just sign it last year or 2 years ago? So it's either a
3-4 He can't walk at times.
2 years, but granted, there were moments he looked really good. And there are moments he also looked like he looked banged up.
Yeah, he looked like MVP Embiid from a couple years ago against the Celtics. But then against the Sixers, he got played off the floor. He didn't play in half the series either. The best ability is availability.
I think with the Pistons-Cavs, though, I took more away from it that I thought, to me, like Charles Barkley, that was his pick to win the East, the Cavs. Mm-hmm. I was not impressed with the Cavs. I don't know. I just wasn't. Like that game 6, how they didn't come out ready to play, and they just...
It's a red flag.
They just what do you think? The other team was just going to not compete? I mean, they look so flat. I don't know.
But then you look at how they came out game 7, 9-day difference.
Yeah. I just think against better teams, though, when you have the opportunity to kind of go in for the kill, championship teams usually do that. Like the Thunder did not lose game 4 of the Lakers. And if you watch that game, the Lakers were making shots everywhere. Rui hit an and 1 3. I mean, they looked... Yeah. I thought the Lakers played about as well as they could, and they still didn't have enough to beat the Thunder.
The game was closer because the free throw counts, to dive into that narrative, the free throws were even. They were hitting shots. Rui had a great game. Austin Reeves was hitting 3 after 3 and 1 here. He was playing great. And Shea, even though he is the MVP and he was leading the Thunder, he was leading the team in negative plus-minus. So the Thunder were playing worse when he was on the court. I think the Thunder won that game because of A.J. Mitchell, actually.
Yeah, no, I agree. He was unbelievable.
Even if Luka was healthy,
he was taking the shots at the end of the game. Like they were running everything through him.
Jared McCain hit a big 3 too, and then Chet essentially had the game-winning dunk. But
Chet had every time they gave him the ball on low, he just dunked on everybody.
Yeah,
down the stretch of that game.
The Lakers have problems, man. Even if Luka was there, I don't think they win a game that series.
You never know, just because Luka's always prone to.
Well, in that game 4, he could have maybe stole it.
Yeah.
But they weren't winning the series.
Absolutely. That team has a lot of problems right now, and how they address them in the offseason, I'm really looking forward to. Obviously, the DeAndre Ayton experiment has been a dud. He might be out of the NBA. He's looking bad. And then Jackson Hayes, you have to play him 25, 30 minutes, so they need a big on the market.
I don't know. I thought Ayton he kind of rebounded.
I thought he flashed back.
Yeah, I thought he was
I think
a little bit more playable.
In the Thunder series, he couldn't see the floor. We could look back at the stats. He didn't get over 15 minutes in any of those games.
Well, the Thunder series is I feel like it's a tough comparison because they were walking into that series ready to just get slaughtered.
Pretty much. I just think the Lakers, if you're going to have LeBron, Luka, and Reeves, you're not going to be a good defensive team with those 3 guys out on the court.
And they're all ball-dominant players. One of them has to go. I do commend LeBron. It's the first time I see him play off-ball as much as he has, and kind of gave the keys to the other guys. But I do think Reeves is the odd man out. I love Austin Reeves. I think he's been playing great. But I do think they have to trade him to improve the team.
And that's not a slight against LeBron. LeBron's 41 years old. If you're asking him to be this defensive lockdown guy, you're just a bad organization, which the Lakers are.
Yeah.
Luka, this is why I don't like Luka. God, it's a terrible turnover. Chaotic play with Spurs and Thunder. It was like a turnover, wild layup off the glass. Luka, I never like it when my best player is just a total zero on defense. Mm-hmm. I just don't, as playing basketball, if I'm the best player on the team or I see the best player and I see there's no defense from that guy, I just think it sets a bad tone for your team. I think it makes it very hard to win a title. Even the guy doesn't have to be amazing on defense.
Just try it.
Like Cade on the Pistons, is he Ron Artest in his prime? No, but he's not.
He's not a zero.
He's not a zero. He'll try to block a shot. You got to give effort. You can't just be a total nothing on defense.
Something I will, you know.
And he's always hurt. Luka's always hurt, man.
Luka did play defense the second half of the season when he had the drama going on. JJ Redick got them to lock in, LeBron and him. Like, that's why they made a push and maintained where they were at in the seedings. Like, the Lakers, if you look at that team, they should not be a top 5 seed in the NBA or in the West. Their defense looks awful. Austin Reeves missed most of the season.
Like, if they traded Reeves for Thompson.
The thing about the Lakers is they close games. Mm-hmm. If it was a close game, they pretty much won it.
Well, and that's the thing about Luka and LeBron. If you have even Reeves, those 3 guys, I always feel like this with LeBron. If like they got him to the finals or to that moment to like make the play,
put the hockey game.
Yeah, if they got him to that moment, I think LeBron or Luka would make the shot. Like they have that capability, but you got to get them to the moment. They don't have the rest of the team around them.
They don't have a bench,
no, not at all,
to do it.
And then the other series, Spurs and Wolves.
That one was. I mean, I feel like the Wolves they walked into that as heavy underdogs, and there's a reason why. You know, like the Spurs were clearly the better team, and the Wolves were coming in also decimated by injury.
Yeah,
and I mean they did take 2 games. Granted, one of them
took Wemby getting thrown
ejected, right? So they won the first game, and then after that,
it went to 6, and I do applaud the Wolves for the effort. But another team, they lost in their glaring issues. Julius Randle is awful.
He'll be great next year. Because that's how it is. He's good every
I mean, he has
year.
moments.
I mean, he averaged 24 and 10 in the regular season. He had a great regular season, but he is not a playoff player. And also, the matchup was awful. He is kind of a brute, but he's small. He's 6'9" for a big, right? But he has weight to him. But you can't do that to Wemby. It was a bad matchup for him. Rudy Gobert also got played off the floor. As great as he looks against Jokic, and we were all applauding him, Rudy Gobert looked phenomenal against Jokic, and then he also couldn't see the floor against Wemby.
Yeah.
Nas Reed looked great. Anthony Edwards playing on one leg basically willed them to win in one game. And then he was essentially pretty consistent all series long.
I mean, this isn't saying anything amazing, but it could be what's happening. If the Spurs go on and win like the championship this year, this could be like how Tim Duncan won it in his second year, and then he, like basically every year of his career, they're in the Western Conference Finals, the finals, or winning the championship. Like Wemby could he could be like a 5 to how many championships could he win? I mean, he doesn't get hurt.
I would say the sky's the limit, bearing injuries. Yeah, of course, we just said.
Of course, injuries. That always changes the game.
Go. You're good.
The NBA is a lot. I mean, people had the same kind of conversation about LeBron. You know how many championships he's going to win, and in my eyes, he's still the greatest player of all time. But he didn't reach those levels. He's not going to catch Jordan, and a lot of that speaks to just how much better the NBA has gotten, how much the spread of talent across the league is, unless you're in Sacramento. Pretty much every team gets kind of a shot
try at it.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say, though, the difference between Wemby and LeBron,
he is playing for a much better organization.
Wemby went to the Spurs. They're not like they like when Tim Duncan came into David Robinson, who in his own right was already a first ballot Hall of Fame center,
and they already had the players around. They
when
had
he
Avery
went
Johnson,
away,
they had Bruce Bowen.
They went into the Tony Parker, Ginobili. Like they did a great job. Kawhi Leonard, I mean the Spurs. Like if LeBron was drafted by the Spurs, he probably would have like 5 to 10 championships.
Something the Spurs did.
He got drafted by the Cavs.
Yeah.
Some of the Spurs did better than every organization in the NBA in those early 2000s years. They bought in on foreign talent late in the second round. That's where they got Tony Parker. That's where they got Manu Ginobili.
Weren't they like second round picks or late first?
Parker was the last pick,
first round pick. But Ginobili was second round.
But they weren't. Yeah. Those were not top 10 guys, and they were both Hall of Famers.
And both of them.
They also got other guys like Thiago Splitter,
Patty Mills. They got Gary Neal one year. Like they've always had players that specialized in a role. Matt Bonner. They always got guys that specialize in roles. A guy... And then Kawhi Leonard at the 15th pick out of San Diego State that couldn't shoot. They are just able to find guys and develop them.
Even a guy like Robert Horry.
Exactly.
He was a money player for them when they needed him to hit shots.
Spurs actually also found Steven Jackson.
Yeah.
In that in the second finals run.
No, the Spurs
and we see it again now.
That's why
Carter Bryant.
That's what I'm saying. I think he could win six titles if obviously if he doesn't get hurt.
As prestigious as the Lakers and Celtics are and always will be, the last 26 years, I would say the Spurs have been the best ran organization in the NBA.
I think that's without question.
Yeah.
Without question. I mean, they
also develop within. They don't get that star player like the Lakers always get. The Spurs won't get that.
Well, it's not a free agency destination. Yeah. I mean, they're not going to get anybody free agency.
They did get Luke Cornett, though.
They won
he's a good player. He's a solid player.
What's up for us?
They won titles across 3 decades. Mm-hmm. That's that kind of sustained success you don't really see anywhere in the league.
If the Spurs don't win it this year, they're definitely going to be, if not the favorite, probably the second highest odds next year. Another year under Stephon Castle.
I don't know. If they don't win it this year, I'd presume it means it's because the Thunder did.
And that'll be the first time in this era, because right now we are in the parity era in the NBA. We haven't seen a back-to-back champion yet since the Warriors, 17-18.
Yeah. Durant. And they were a freaking super team.
A juggernaut. But yeah, to go into highlight this, I do think the Spurs and Thunder go 7. I feel like they match up real well from the guard aspect to the big aspect. But how do you beat the Spurs? You get in Wemby's head, you play physical, and the Thunder are doing that. Like, this should be a pretty good series.
Jesus.
Wemby.
He's just a problem on the court. He's not stylistically I'm saying this, but the way he impacts a game, he is a Shaq. He's a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
He's a guy that
you can't count him out. Like he can do things that not many guys have been able to ever do.
Well, he changes the whole dynamic of how the game's played.
Faraz, what did you think of the Knights-Ducks series?
Wait, the Knights and Ducks.
Yeah, the Golden Knights and the Anaheim Ducks.
Quack, quack. That's all I got to say.
Looks like the Ducks might be moving to Portland now.
Something like that, huh?
They need more fan support.
Knights are playing the Avalanche next series. That's going to be a dogfight.
Before we switch over to the NHL, I wanted to touch quickly upon the draft lottery.
Okay.
I'm not done with the NBA. I just wanted that.
Oh, yeah, because, I mean, we are watching both Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals in the NBA and Game 7 of the Eastern semifinals between the Sabres and the Canadiens, and it's 12 minutes to go in overtime, and it's a pretty wild game, as you can imagine, for Game 7 in overtime.
And this draft, I think, needs to be highlighted. I do think there's a lot of great players in this draft. Even like 10 through 20, I see players that could have huge impacts.
Speaking at the number 10 pick, Mara has jumped up to the top 10 now.
Yeah.
And that's crazy because he went from being maybe not be drafted originally when the season started to now being a top 10 pick, and Yax is going to go right behind him.
I mean, I'm not saying he's not even like.
Let's see what how it all shakes.
Oh yeah. But Mara, there's things he does on the court. Like because I watched obviously all the Michigan games, and then I watched the Pistons, and like watching them struggle down. I know different competition, but watching them like struggle down low, he has like a little bit of that Wemby to him. If he's around the basket, he's just gonna dunk it. Like you can't block it.
Duran is only 6'10".
Yeah, no,
even though he's an athletic.
Mara's 7'3".
Yeah,
like he's a Wemby size, and he can't shoot like
the Thunder could easily draft him to replace Hartenstein.
So I don't think they're going to draft him because they drafted Sorbin last draft.
That's right, they did it. They had Thomas
Sorbin got hurt, so they were like, "Hey, just have your surgery now, a red shirt rookie year." So they still got Sorbin. I wouldn't be surprised if they go Yax.
Somebody's going to take.
I feel like that's you could almost pencil it in.
I guess that's a good transition. So let's start the order. The Washington Wizards got the first pick,
which might be the last time that the team with the worst record and highest odds
gets the number one pick.
It hasn't happened in how long? It hasn't happened in some time. But yeah, Wizards worst team, and they got the first overall pick. Utah got the second overall pick. And then Memphis, Chicago, the Clippers got the Indiana pick, and we'll highlight that because that's a big loss for Indiana.
Huge.
I wonder if their GM is into betting because that's essentially what he was doing. The Nets got the 6th pick, big loss for them. Sacramento got the 7th pick. Atlanta, which this is part of the Derek Queen trade. The Atlanta Hawks got the 8th pick from New Orleans. Dallas got the 9th pick. Milwaukee 10. Golden State 11. The Thunder 12. The Heat 13. Charlotte 14 to round out the lottery.
Well, the Thunder 12 is from the Clippers. That's
correct.
Part of the excellent Paul George trade.
Wizards, if they should get AJ DeBonsta, that is like the overall consensus number 1 pick. I've been reading. I think we've all been very high on him all year long.
I feel like it's close to a consensus as you can get in this draft because Peterson was also heavily touted as potential number 1 pick. Boozer, depending on what team had landed that number 1 pick, maybe Boozer could have been in play, but I feel like it is going to be DeBonsa.
I watch a little bit of the dumb NBA combine, and these combines are kind of, you can't pay too close attention to it. But what I did like, I want to see how tall these guys are because like I heard Cooper Flagg was 6'9". They measured him, he was 6'7". And that doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a big difference. Like Morez Johnson, 6'9", 250 with no shoes on. So he had a 39-inch vertical. So when you put that with the production, I like to see that as a backup. I would not be shocked if Peterson was better than DeBansta. It wouldn't totally shock me. What I would want to ask him, what was with him missing games? Like it's more, and this is an interview where you talk to these guys, you get a better feeling of how they're going to be.
So I actually read about it. Apparently he had some extreme cramps.
Yeah.
He had to get hospitalized at one point too. So whenever he was asking out the game, he was getting another extreme cramp, and that's a red flag. It's weird.
He attributed it to creatine usage. Is he
on the Paul George steroids? So. Like, what's he doing?
I take creatine. I take 5 milligrams a day. It's good for your brain and your muscles, but it's not.
He's getting hospitalized, John. It doesn't make sense.
Is he not drinking enough water? I don't know.
Well, that's what it's a dehydration.
But that, to me, the thing I like about Peterson, though, I thought of anybody he had games where Kansas, he would just come in cold and he would just 5 for 5 from 3. Like, he can shoot the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if we had him on the Pistons, I think we'd get by the Cavs, like a player like that. I'm just saying, it wouldn't shock me if he turned out to be better. I don't think it's an automatic lock.
With Pearson, he probably will be going number 2 to Utah unless Utah trades up because, obviously, they want AJ DeBonsta. The owner is a big donor to BYU and was probably the main reason why AJ went to BYU.
Yeah, he was.
100%.
So Utah wants their guy. And obviously, we know what position AJ DeBonsta plays. Lauri Markkanen's the odd man out. They did just trade for Jaren Jackson Jr. Whether it's your Pistons that get Markkanen or they're going to
I don't think the Wizards are trading that.
I don't think so. They have to. Yeah, like what can Utah really offer that would highlight the Wizards? Like, oh yeah, maybe I will go there, or maybe I will take that pick. Memphis being 3. Memphis loves their athletic guys. I actually think Caleb Wilson goes 3. And then Boozer's going to slide to the Chicago Bulls.
Succeeds in his father's footsteps.
I think Wilson could be a guy that's better than both of these first 2 picks.
He is more athletic. He has a higher upside. Boozer looks good, man.
I was worried about Boozer.
I was worried about him because when we watched the college game, he was just posting up. I know you don't believe all in the draft combine, but he could shoot.
Oh, no, he can shoot the ball.
Him shooting like that, it changed my whole aspect.
My criticism, but Boozer, this isn't like, I don't think Boozer, none of these guys suck or anything like that. I'm saying number 1 pick, and I see Boozer, he's not a quick twitch guy. Like, he's not extremely long. He has skills. I like the way he plays. He doesn't force the game. He lets the game come to him. He can shoot the ball, which is great.
This is a huge shot.
91, 88, 352. This is literally the stretch of the
I feel like the Spurs are kind of on their back heel right now.
Yeah. There's a huge possession. They need a basket. If they don't get it, you feel like the Thunder are going to steal it. But Boozer's not a bad player. I'm just saying I think there's guys in this draft that have more upside. For sure. Like, even a guy like Mara, it wouldn't shock me if he had a better NBA career.
Yes and no. I think Boozer, he seems very coachable. He comes from an NBA family. It seems, I don't know. I like him. At first, I didn't like him in college. Maybe it's because he went to Duke. I wasn't crazy about that. And watching him, he just posts stuff every time. And obviously, we saw the Duke collapse. But
him dribbling from the top of the key into the down to the post and like turning and doing a layup, that's just not an NBA play. Like, but you can't. It doesn't work that way.
He knows it works for college, and he was just doing it in college. I actually think he has great upside. Not as high as maybe a Caleb Wilson, but his floor is already higher than
I would not be shocked if Boozer was like played in the league for 10 years, averaged 10 plus points. I mean, he's a solid player for sure.
Bulls are in a good position. Last time they got the 4th pick,
Montreal just won. Sorry.
Oh, there you go.
Overtime.
Canadians won. They're moving on.
Damn, that sucks. I was actually hoping for Buffalo.
They never win. Buffalo is just cursed.
Anyway, so the Bulls are in a good position, but the last time they had the 4th pick, they reached and got Patrick Williams. And that's been been awful. And then they paid him. They paid him $100 million. He's one of the worst contracts in the NBA. He doesn't even get playing time, and the Bulls are bad. But I don't think the Bulls are in a bad scenario here. If they just go with who's supposed to be at 4, whoever doesn't go top 3 between Wilson, Boozer, AJ, and Pearson.
Yeah, they have the easiest job. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just pick whoever didn't get picked.
But in this draft, I even like the guards: Phylon, Acuff,
Wagler.
There's this is one of the best NBA drafts I think of in quite some time. Honestly.
Every lottery pick could come out with a guy. Now there are some teams you don't want to get these young players because they're loser teams. Like Sacramento has 7. That means they're probably going to get a Keaton Wagler. Because I don't think Brooklyn goes guard again. Brooklyn got 4 guards last season in the draft. The Clippers are up in the air what they're going to do. But Indiana gambling and trading for Zubac, and Zubac might have already hit his ceiling, and they gave up a top 5 pick. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
George Kittle.
He's a big Thunder fan. Played at Iowa. I don't know if he's from Oklahoma.
Y'all have anything else to say about the draft?
I gotta admit, I'm kind of fixated on these last possessions.
Well, this could be like an NBA. This could be deciding who wins a championship here. Oh, he turned it over.
Spurs turned the ball over.
The Spurs are on the ropes right now. On the ropes.
Spurs are up by 1 with 2.5 to go in the 4th quarter. 91-90.
You got Caruso on Wemby. Caruso is a hell of a defender.
Caruso's had an enormous game. Just unbelievable.
He's one of those guys, like, regular season, he's kind of who cares? But in a postseason game, he can bring the ball up. He can guard the other guy's team bringing the ball up. He can block shots. He's not
threes.
You can't leave him. Like, if he hits, he can hit a 3. Like, he's an ultimate playoff winner.
Yeah, he's had actually an awful regular season. Like, it was his worst season of his career since becoming like a real player. But in these playoffs, he's been shooting the 3 better.
He's a totally different player.
He's back.
And having him on Wemby is somewhat effective. I mean, a lot more effective than you'd think.
Big shot. Vassell.
Yeah.
Devin Vassell, corner 3, Spurs up 4. I don't know if you said it, John. No De'Aaron Fox. So the Spurs are doing this without their main guard.
That was a tough shot.
Tough shot.
Alexander hit his pad. He's MVP again, back-to-back MVPs.
Shea back-to-back MVP.
Oh,
come on.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Caruso just took he pulled the chair, offensive foul on Wemby. That play right there, he'll never be an all-star, but James Harden ain't making a play like that. And he flopped. He did, but it was a smart play, though.
Wemby's so pissed. Wemby hates the flopping stuff.
They're going to review this.
For what, a flagrant?
Did they call it a foul on Caruso?
No, they called it a foul on Wemby.
But he did like this.
Because I think they wanted a review for a flagrant, that he lowered his shoulder.
Oh, Christ. Some of these flagrants in the NBA, I don't like it. I think the impact needs to be measured.
That's what they're doing. That's what they're
No, but I'm saying, like, if the guy gets hurt, that's not a flagrant foul. I mean, that's just... It's a common foul if it is at
Thompson
best.
did like the same thing to Sam Merrill, they called a
flagrant.
Yeah, because
he hit him in the throat. That's the play that I'm like.
Yeah, and the guy Merrill was holding his arm, so he goes up.
It's just a common foul. Why do they gotta? I don't like it that they.
If this results in free throws for the Thunder, they're not going to beat the allegations.
No, it's
well, if it's a flagrant, I'm saying
flagrant. Yeah.
No, yeah. So if they call it flagrant, they're never going to beat the allegations that the refs help them in these games.
The league is not going to want to make Wemby, though, the bully of the league. He's not Draymond Green. They're not going to let him. He's not going to. They want him to win. They're not going to do that to him. It's rigged. If they call that a flagrant, that's crazy. I mean, come on.
See what the call is.
They already called it a common foul.
As it should be. 2 minutes to go.
2 minutes ago, Spurs up 2. No flagrant, thank God.
Caruso. I just talked him up.
Oh my God, Caruso!
I write the script for it.
He's just.
I'm like a writer for the NBA.
Oh, hey, Faraz, what was up with the Knicks and Cavs commercial that they showed before the...
They probably have this stuff pre-recorded, and they just have it ready to go.
So they accidentally showed it?
Yeah. I
mean,
I don't...
They probably have 2 versions.
Script was leaked.
Yeah.
The only reason why I can't say that, though, the Pistons, they just got beat so bad. I mean, that game was
Julian Champagny.
Oh, he hit it right back at him.
Champagny for 3. You know the Sixers had him, John? The Sixers had
him, or was it his brother?
No, it was Julian Champagny. They had him 2 years ago out of the G League, and they cut him for Mac McClung because they wanted McClung to highlight the Sixers for the dunk contest.
That's a tough basket.
Tied game, 97-97, minute 12 to go.
This is what the Thunder do, though, man. They're just never...
They're never out of it.
They're never out of the game. Oh, no! Turnover by Castle.
Great defense.
That was great D without fouling. Get off of him.
Watch out.
Oh, God. They could have a dunk here.
Jesus.
What are they doing?
They call timeout.
Jesus. Spurs almost turned it over. So the Spurs have the ball, 53.4 seconds to go, 97-97. This is an NBA Classic game.
This is intense.
Faraz, what are your keys to the Cavs-Knicks series?
It all comes down to really how effective Cleveland is at stopping Cat with their bigs.
I mean,
because really the Knicks' success that's driven them to this point where they're, they've had the biggest point differential in NBA history for whatever stretch they're in 7 or 8 games.
Do you think that's opponent based, or do you think it's because they're so good?
It's both.
Because
it's not about to blow teams out repeatedly by 40 plus
no,
points.
That's not easy to do in the NBA. I don't care who
you don't really. I've never seen it before,
especially from the Knicks.
Yeah, certainly from the Knicks.
It does feel like Philly though. They just shot their wad against the Celtics, and then
that was their NBA Finals.
They were just like a shell.
Morey did get fired. So, no more Morey for the Sixers. I think that's huge. I do think he kind of butchered the team as the GM.
Well, I mean, they've been catching a lot of
heat. Nurse.
Nurse is being retained, but especially right after they got eliminated, they've been catching loads of heat because at the same time, you have Jared McCain being very effective in his limited minutes for the Thunder.
And Morey said he was selling high on him.
Yeah.
And he got a late first-round pick for him.
Yeah, McCain looks great at times for the Thunder. He's another guy off the bench. God, the Spurs just look really helter-skelter right now. The ball's just... I knew they were going to turn it over.
That's a foul.
God, that was crazy. That was a bad foul.
For them to still get a shot.
For them to get that, I felt like that was a bailout.
Yeah.
Major bailout. They had nothing.
I want to see that this is a reviewable play.
Well, the Thunder can't review it.
Yeah, that's a foul.
That was a foul there.
That's a foul there.
Foul. Yeah, he got fouled.
But I'd like to see that play again. if it wouldn't draw up the same way. Oof.
Dylan Harper at the line. He's been playing amazing, man. These playoffs, Harper has emerged.
Jeff fouled him without question. Do the Knicks play like a fast-paced? Because
no,
I feel like the Cavs do try to score.
The Knicks, especially what they've been doing,
like to me, to beat the Cavs, can they turn them over? Like can the Knicks put defensive pressure on them?
Well, I mean they have guys that they can flank.
Three guys that like to play defense in Hart, OG, and Mikal Bridges. They got Jose Alvarado on the bench.
And McBride's a good defender too.
Miles McBride, yeah.
I feel like the Pistons were able to win at least 2 games in that series just by their defensive will alone. Not really with even skill. Like just they kind of muscled them at times.
I mean, the way the Knicks are playing from the first 2 rounds, if you look on paper, this seems like a total mismatch. But obviously, it's not going to play out that way because I don't think, first of all, the Knicks can sustain the shooting that they've been, or the torrid shooting that they've been.
Knicks have home court, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I think that's big. The Cavs have not been a great road team.
Cavs have been awful. More so, Donovan Mitchell's been awful on the road.
They have won 2
besides
of their last
7.
road games.
Yeah.
So, but still.
Fun fact about your Pistons is the first time all season long they lost back-to-back home games.
Wow.
And I didn't bet the Pistons, but I liked them to the 4.5. I thought they were going to pull it through, but yeah, they did not come out ready to play.
It was not. I do put a little bit of that on Bickerstaff. Again, I'm not. Anybody can win these games or NBA players, but to come out and get beat by, I don't think the Cavs are 31 points better than the Pistons. No, that was kind of a. I don't know. That was bad performance overall.
Wow. Shea only has 18 points.
I expected them if they were going to lose,
he had a horrible
like game 5.
Half.
Yeah. Shea only had 18 points. He only had 4 points in the first half.
See, this is the game the Spurs need to win, though.
Yeah, because Shea's not going to do this again. Stephon Castle. Oh, they called a foul.
See, this is why I hate the NBA. I just hate that.
Did he even try to do a real shot? No, he's jumping backwards to do a layup. Let's see if this is a foul. So Stephon Castle just got called for a foul, shooting foul on Shea. Shea's at the line. Yeah, that's a foul.
It's not egregious. I mean, he fouled him.
I don't know on that.
I would have called
that
more
other
on the
review.
Body on the ground than on the shot itself.
So it would have been free throws anyway.
Bonus.
Yeah. I also saw a stat. So Faraz, in case you didn't know, I told John earlier. Shea scored 2,100 points this season, right? 2,100. He has made almost 600 free throws. So what I'm saying is a third of his points basically have come from the free throw line. What do you have to say about that? You don't think the refs are helping him? He averages 9.5 free throws a game.
I don't think it's not about refs helping. It's just the style of play. Like he's a ball dominant guard.
Watch your elbows. What a move by Wemby.
Spurs hit. Well,
Wemby had an isolation play at the top of the key and just shot it over the guy. It's 101.99 with 11.5 seconds to go. So Shea's going to get a shot here.
I was worried when I saw that high elbow.
Yeah,
I thought going to call offensive foul, yeah. What a game, though. It's a great game. Okay, like I'm going from the Pistons Cavs to this.
It's real basketball.
It's like a different sport. Like it's not even like I've watched James Harden just fall to the ground and get the ball stolen from Duncan Robinson, and Azor Thompson can't make a wide open shot. His life depended on it. Yeah. I mean, and I love him. He might be the best on the ball defender in the NBA. Thompson.
He's definitely up there.
He's unbelievable.
I know he's top 3 in DPOY.
He's unbelievable.
And that was the Cavs' adjustment. That's what Kenny Atkinson had the Cavs too. Hey, whoever Asar's guarding, the other guy, you're the one that has to handle the ball.
I don't think they can. I think you said it earlier, and I agree 100%. I don't think the Pistons can play with both Thompson and Duren at the same time.
No.
Unless Duren...
One of them has to develop.
Becomes something of a shooter. But in their current state, I don't think it works. Who do you go to here?
No, it has to be Shea.
See, I think they'll run their best play, though.
Yeah, and it's going to be Caruso.
Caruso for 3?
I mean,
you can't leave him.
He's their leading scorer this game.
Oh, are they? Is he?
He has to be.
You cannot leave him.
I got my friends texting me, Wemby!
Oh, I already see. I know what happens.
Yeah. That's why I didn't want to look.
I was checking the box score to see who's the leading scorer.
Caruso is leading the team in scoring. He has 27.
I mean, that's a...
Jesus. Not an and one, though, is it?
No.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Caruso has 27 in this game. Shea has 22.
That was bad defense. That was awful defense.
Well, it's scared defense.
They just literally gave you
don't want to foul. You don't want to give him an and one.
Just give the MVP a direct line of the basket, unabated, basically.
Yeah.
That was bad defense. It's a bad job by Castle. You got to go under that. But see, this is what I'm getting at.
The Spurs are young.
They're young. They make a mental mistake right there. You can't let that guy... That's what he wants to do, is get to the basket. They're lucky they didn't call an and one, and that'd be game just about.
I mean, he didn't foul him, but that is
no, he didn't foul
a call
but
that
he gets
Shea gets. I think he was expecting Champagne to hedge a little bit. But hey, 3 seconds left. Spurs will have the ball. Timeout right now. I'm glad this turned out to be a good game because I feel like every time we're here and we watch a game, it ends up being a blowout.
Yeah.
Well, the Knicks game last time, actually, that was the only close game of the series.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask you, Jesiah, what do you think of Jaylen Brown with the Celtics? I mean, he's having a war with Stephen A. Smith. Does he seem like
I saw him say, "Screw Stephen A, B, and C."
It does feel like he wants to be out of Boston, kind of.
I mean, this isn't even about that. This is Stephen A. only wanting to talk crap when it's narrative driven. Now he's now because Jaylen Brown's going at him, he was like, I could leak inside information from the locker room. I could get your contract negotiation.
I don't think the Celtics want that though. Like they don't even want to be in that business.
It is a lot of noise.
Like they're not. They're more of a conservative kind of. Oh, Chet blocked him.
Wow.
America versus France. America wins. So Chet blocked Wemby 101. We got overtime. Don't look at your phones. I want a natural reaction.
Yeah.
So Faraz, you wanted to see the Pistons just because of their like offensive ineptitude, basically.
They had.
You're right.
Pistons have looked shaky all playoffs.
I mean, they were in a 3-1 war against the Magic. They let the Cavs series slip away. They could have stole Game 3 and the series is over.
Yep.
You're 3-0, and I was so negative on that at the time, but it haunted them in the series.
What a block by Chet.
Yeah, that was a good block because he probably makes that.
Yep.
But look at the defense. You got Caruso.
He's triple teamed.
22. You got obviously Chet. I mean, the Thunder. God, they're a tough out. I just don't think anybody's going to beat them at the end of the day when it gets down to it. I would say, though, if the Spurs are going to win this series, this is the game you got to win. Game 1's the most stealable game, I feel like.
But I feel like the Spurs have been playing not to lose in the last
No, they look very tight.
They look shaky. I mean, they blew a lead.
Yeah. If the Spurs were going to win this game, it probably would have been so more in regulation. Now they're in overtime. I don't know.
It's not looking good.
I mean, it's momentum can flip, but
I mean, this is pretty similar to how the Laker game was going. Like,
yeah,
Lakers were winning pretty much the whole game, and then the fourth quarter comes around, and as soon as you see that it's a one possession game,
they just flip a switch.
The Thunder turned it around, and then
Shy like he woke up.
I mean, he is the MVP for a reason. I don't like him, but I've been saying all year I still think he's the MVP.
Who else could have potentially gotten it?
Jokic, Luka,
Wemby. I mean, the top three was Shy, Jokic, and Wemby.
If the Knicks come out and just lay like an egg and get swept or losing or losing 5, something crazy, do you fire Mike Brown?
I'd say so, yeah.
So his job could be on the line.
I mean, I
love
feel like if they fired Tibbs after making the Eastern Conference Finals, and he won the first 2 games.
Yeah, here we go.
This is not good for my under bet.
No,
I had under 222, and so it's almost completely dead unless it's just a defensive overtime game.
It could be. This game feels like it's going to be really conservative. They're not.
I feel like.
Oh, we lost it.
Oof.
That was good.
Every time Shea falls to the floor, I think they're going to call it.
Oh, you always have to wait because you're just God. Spurs just dropped the ball out of bounds, literally off the guy's foot.
It's a rookie.
He's there. I feel like the Spurs are dodging bullets in this game.
I feel like the Thunder are going to throw a knockout blow here.
Caruso corner 3.
That's a bad shot by SGA. They didn't get
1 second.
He's not shooting it. That's it though. It doesn't matter. Even if they have a 1/10 of a second, they can review it. You can't do anything. You can't even tip it, right? Isn't just a dead ball, so it's a turnover. So it's Spurs ball. Should be Spurs ball regardless.
This is where I feel like the Spurs really missed De'Aaron Fox
and Tim Duncan.
Jesus,
that's a foul. Thank you. No, Fox could make a play. He also could destroy you too.
Honestly, the Fox Spurs time has not been the best.
He's had moments, but
I think he's been fine. The thing is that he's not the alpha. He had to be in Sacramento.
I mean, it tells you how good the Spurs are. He's not even playing, and they're in overtime with the Thunder. So the Spurs have a lot of depth.
Their guards from Castle, Harper, they're top tier. They're starting guards in this league.
Looking at these.
Whoa! Let's go!
Castle just dunked on SGA bad. That was nasty. That was for Bobby Hurley or Danny Hurley, UConn.
Probably Bobby too.
Yeah.
The whole fam.
He's right back.
He just falls every time he goes to
take care of the ball. God,
that's all Shea wants to do. Fall on the floor.
No. What are they doing? See what I mean about?
Don't get a concussion, Wemby.
I don't know who that went off of. I could not tell. Definitely have to see the replay. This is a big call here. This is a huge call. This could be the game.
Oh, that's off Shet. That is 100% off.
He kicked it 100% off his toe.
Yeah, he sits on Wemby's face.
He did just smash his head into the ground with his butt.
That's off Shet.
100% it is. That's not even. There's no debate about it. He
and
stepped on that ball.
And of course, the ref's right there, and he calls Thunder
Can't
ball.
see it. I mean, what is he just?
He's literally 2 feet away from the play. Che kicks it out of bounds. He punts it. He's playing soccer out there.
See, I think these games in overtime, I don't think there should be a limit. I think they should get the call right. Like, if it's 5 minutes or less and going into overtime, I think that if they have to review everything.
I feel like but you don't want them to review every single.
No, I'm saying it should be allowed though. If it's this close, I mean, this is a championship for us.
Maybe out of bounds calls like that,
or maybe just in the finals, or Eastern Conference final. You do it in the conferences and above. Call of return, so it's Spurs
at least
ball.
If they win the challenge, then they get it back. If you challenge something and you lose, I don't think they should get it back in overtime. But I do agree. I think in overtime they should.
There could be another call here, though.
Oh, there will be another call.
That was a hell of a play by Castle.
He probably got fouled too.
Yeah. How tall is Castle?
6'5".
He's not that tall, but man.
He did get fouled.
A foul.
Yeah. See, you got to call that. That was a hell of a dunk, man.
Man, again, the term's overused, but the Spurs got dogs. Stephon Castle's a dog. And he's one of the best perimeter defensive guards in the NBA, too. I'll say it again. He just has a turnover problem as well. He tries to make plays that aren't there, as we saw at the play before that when he turned the ball over on a fast break.
Help him! Oh, nice board. That's 2 points. Castle missed a 3 when he gets a putback, lays it in right over the glass.
Spurs up 4, 2.5 to go.
See, to me, this is like a championship moment. If you win this game, you're telling me you can win everything.
Oh, no.
Don't leave him. God, he missed a shot. No way.
They called it over the back.
Wow. That's tough.
This is something I do like about Wemby. He never complains. He just goes, okay. You
I know, but Castle gets hit on the head.
He is grabbing him there.
Yeah, that's a foul.
God, I don't know.
It's not a...
He didn't have to do it. He was going to get the ball anyway.
No.
Don't leave him. You just can't leave him. There's certain guys in these moments you can't freaking leave Caruso. He hits a 3 in the corner.
He has 30.
This is what he does.
Caruso has 30.
He's 8 for 13 from 3, and he has 30 points.
Spurs need a bucket.
That was brutal. They would have just better off letting Holmgren get it and dunk it. Like, no! He turned it over again, and he just gives up a dunk. You got to be kidding me.
Caruso with another big play. You got to steal.
These guys keep leaving their feet, though, to pass. You cannot do that.
Just settle it down.
Williams on Wemby turns him over. Wow. Just knocks the ball right at Wemby's hands, J-Dub. That's the game if he hits it. That's Spurs ball. Let it go. That was kind of a crazy shot by the Thunder there. I go to the basket. You go up 3. I mean, obviously, you hit the 3. It's probably game over. But yeah. I don't know. I think he had a path to the basket.
Oh yeah.
Like they could have had a play at the rim. That was a big miss.
AJ Mitchell, another guy that's young. This is his first playoff moment, so it makes sense. 1:28 to go. Thunder up 1. Julian Champagnie.
Wemby's got the board though. Oh, he missed it. Caruso is beating Wemby. He is. No, it's literally the difference in the game right now. He's making the play. Like, it's him versus Wemby, and he's outplaying him in these moments. That was an amazing play by Caruso. Was his foot out of bounds?
No.
You sure?
It looked like it was up.
Wow. That was a hell of a play by guy.
I haven't seen Shea dunk in a long time.
Yeah, he just dunked on everybody. They're up 3. Game's not over, but it feels like the Thunder.
Champagnie for 3.
That's a huge shot. God, they've had looks at this too. The Spurs they couldn't make their threes, man. It's a shot making league. You don't have to foul here though. You just play D. Obviously, if the Thunder score, it's over. That's a bad shot.
Man? They just fall in.
Get the layup. God, that's a bad shot. Oh! That was not a good shot.
That was a horrible shot.
Wemby just made a 35-footer? 40? I don't know what. It was between
about 5 feet past the 3-point line, so I think that's 33 feet.
Further. That was a bomb.
Oh my god.
That reminded me of Trey Burke against Kansas. That
reminded me of Damian Lillard on Paul George waving goodbye. That's a bad shot, but it went in.
See,
that's a moment.
If they win this game, you'll look back at that, and that was the shot, obviously. That was insane. Look at this, how deep this is, this play. God, you can't. I'd almost just let Shea go there. You cannot let Caruso get that shot. You know he's going to hit it.
This
is a great dunk by SGA. Caruso was an undrafted free agent summer league guy, right?
Yep.
He's like affecting NBA championships.
I mean, he's an NBA champion.
Yeah, two-time.
Look at, oh my God.
That was deep. I mean,
that's...
I can't even say, I guess...
Probably 8 feet.
I'm telling you, that was a bomb.
So, yeah, that's 36 feet if it is 8 feet past.
That was 35 feet plus. This could go to double overtime.
then my under is really, really dead. I'm still alive.
You're still a shot, yeah.
I need one of these teams to win right now. Wemby has 32-20. Wow. Jeez.
I mean, I'm saying there's a dynasty. You could just be watching teams too. These teams could just trade off titles every year. Like one team wins it, the one, the other year. Like Lakers, the Spurs and the Lakers did it.
Celtics, Lakers in the 60s, just back and forth.
Well, it was always the Celtics.
It was always Celtics at you, right?
I'm talking about like the Lakers and the Spurs. They had a
Celtics Lakers in the 80s.
Series and rounds where like whoever won would win it all.
Man, that shot was crazy.
Don't leave Caruso open.
I don't like this. Guys just holding the ball at the top of the key. Is it Simmons?
That's Mitchell.
Mitchell?
Who's Simmons?
I don't know. They don't got Simmons.
I'm confusing him with, great pass. Rebound. Okay, Spurs.
Wait, they called out of bounds? Oh, no. Timeout.
Okay, the Spurs got the rebound.
Oh, they're signing up time.
Well, it's overtime. They're doing double OT.
My under's dead.
What a game, though. Well, technically, no. 4-10s, you can get a shot off in the NBA. Yeah, so, and
they're probably going to add time.
If I'm the Spurs, I want to give Wemby... I want him to shoot the ball from anywhere. I don't care. I want him touching it.
They're both holding each other.
See, that's why I don't like that foul. That was the same play he did before they called the foul. You don't call that at the end of the game. You just don't call that. It's got to be blatant. 0.7 of a second.
Whoever gets it is going to have a shot.
Can they advance it?
Well, if they call a timeout here, then yeah.
Can they throw it in, call a timeout, and then get it at half court?
There's not enough time.
Because if they had this at half court, they would be well within a shot-making ability. Full court's tough. If I was the Thunder, though, I would not let Wemby I would not want him touching the ball right now. Because he has that look where he's just going to make it.
I still don't know whose ball it is.
It looks like it's Spurs ball.
Yeah, and it is half court. They can win the game. I thought so. Give the ball to Wemby. Just give it to him. That's ball game. That's a foul. They didn't call a foul? I thought he got pushed. Maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. I want to see a replay.
I mean, he probably did get pushed, but they're not going to call it.
Why didn't he throw that up at the rim for a lob?
I think they were trying to do that.
I thought he just threw it to him.
No, it looked like a lob attempt. Let's see.
No, that was a bad pass. If he throws a lob, that's a dunk in game. That was a bad pass by Harper. He threw it to him inside. Lead him.
Oh, and
I thought it was a foul.
That would be a tough call.
But it was probably a foul. If that's SGA, he's on the line. Right now. You know he's on the line. I've seen... What's his name? Castle's been fouled like twice in this game. And he ain't going to the free throw line yet.
This is crazy. What a game, though.
This actually just makes me mad that they don't have De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, as great as Stephon Castle is and how much I like him, I'm wearing his jersey for a reason. He's not a closer. He's not... He could get a bucket here and there, but De'Aaron Fox, I mean, he won Clutch Player of the Year, 2 years ago, right? On Sacramento, I think. But at the same time, Fox also turns the ball over. He's not a great shooter. He can make threes, but he's not a great shooter. Who knows if they... we'll see how Game 2 goes with Fox if he plays. You already know, all these guys can play. You take one player out, players are going to have to step up. I mean, Wemby having the type of game he is crazy. That three, I'm making a short out of that. That was insane.
I mean, lots of great plays in this game. You had that Shea dunk.
Stephon Castle.
dunk.
No, bro. Stephon Castle has 11 turnovers. He has almost a quadruple-double with turnovers. Stephon Castle has 17 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists. John, Stephon Castle has 11 turnovers.
He's young.
But this game has been it's so helter-skelter.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's... If the Spurs lose this series, though, and they lose this game, they're going to point to this game as one they could have won.
Absolutely.
And probably should have won. Jesiah, I wanted to ask you, would you, if the Celtics traded Brown for Giannis, how would you Would you be for that or against that trade?
I'll be for it. Who doesn't want Giannis on their team, right? So I think that's where you have to look. I don't think they're that big of a difference. Like, Giannis is a defensive player of the year. He's an MVP, and that's something Jaylen Brown just will never be. But Jaylen Brown is, 4 years younger, I think? 3 years younger?
They're just stylistically, they're not comparable
Jaylen Brown
players.
hit threes. Giannis don't hit threes.
He's a guard, and just
But
a center.
I think you'd essentially be selling high on Jaylen Brown, him being, top 5 MVP. You're selling pretty high, and
should be double dribble.
I just don't know if you could win a championship with the same core of Jaylen Brown and Tatum anymore. And we are kind of hindered with the cap situation. The only way to get better, kind of the Lakers situation, you got to trade one of the upper echelon players. Unfortunately, it's Jaylen Brown.
I don't think Giannis is the guy right now. I think he's washed.
I don't think he's washed at all. I don't think he's washed.
He's hurt every year. He hasn't finished the playoffs since he won the title.
I don't think he was really hurt this year. But yes, you are right. He hasn't finished the playoffs since they won the title. Yes. But
I think it's riskier.
Him being hurt this year.
Jeez, man. The Spurs just can't hang on to the ball.
Him being hurt this year, there's a little bit of an asterisk because even he went to the Players Association to essentially combat the Bucks benching him and saying he's hurt. He's like, I want to play. I'm not hurt anymore.
Rebound. Good board.
I would say almost every team in the NBA would love a Jaylen Brown on their team. And Jaylen Brown, I have his jersey for a reason. He's one of my favorite players in the NBA. But I do think for the Celtics to get better, Brown is who needs to go.
Like, if Brown was on the Pistons, there's
you could win the finals.
I don't know. I don't know about that, but I think we win the East. That's a foul. Jesus
Christ.
He's like Slender Man coming down the lane. He
picked up the dribble at the 3-point line and did a Euro step and got to the rim.
Well, that's how his dunk was ridiculous.
He might have dunked that if he didn't get fouled. He literally is like Michael Jordan in Space Jam, where he stretches his arm out. Like, he just has another gear he can get to with his length.
Go-Go Gadget extendo arm.
That was clearly a foul.
Wemby's a maniac. I love it.
It's amazing.
We needed like a polarizing player in the NBA again.
Is he polarizing?
I don't know.
I feel like...
No, he always says something. He does something.
Well, like his play. I think his play is polarizing. His personality. He's competitive, but he's not
very
crazy.
Competitive.
But polarizing means that like...
He's not Draymond.
Well, I'm not saying he's like trying to start fights, but him throwing that elbow at Nas Reed, I kind of like that.
He's physical. From a player standpoint, though, I think he's already. You could say he's polarizing. Who's ever played like Wemby?
Polarizing means that like
I'm talking about as a player. His game.
You don't like it, or like there's something bad. Like, I don't know, that there's a side that thinks that he's great, a side that thinks that he's not as great as.
Others okay, say. Yeah, I guess you're right on that. Everyone is right now on Team Wemby. For now,
the LeBron thing, like LeBron.
Caruso finally missed a 3.
Well, LeBron had people hate him when he did the decision.
Yeah, well, LeBron had people hating him just coming into the league, because they said that he was going to be the next big thing, the greatest player potentially, and people had.
He had chosen one tatted on him at 18. Let's go. 2 seconds.
It's a bad shot.
He had to chuck it up.
That's just a terrible possession, though. You don't even get a shot off.
But anyway, it's like what the Dark Knight says: you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And it's only a matter of time until Wemby becomes the villain. Well, it's from the Dark Knight.
Yeah. Two-Face says it.
Yeah.
Harvey Dent.
And they're right back in.
Everyone is on Team Wemby, but what I meant was
there's not.
We've never seen anything like
the
this.
only guy that kind of.
Oh, nice move!
That's great.
Jesus.
And there's no foul. He lost his eyeball, but there's no foul.
Oh, they might have called something.
He's got his eyeball.
I saw Caruso complain nobody fouled.
He just stabbed him with his finger. Like, the only guy that I kind of saw who was like kind of a hater on him, I feel like Shaq tried a little bit, but Shaq hates everybody.
Yeah.
And even Shaq doesn't say... Wemby's just undeniably...
You can't deny.
The only thing you could say about him is if he gets hurt. If he doesn't get hurt, you're looking at one of the greatest players of all time. I don't think LeBron's greatness is polarizing. Now, whether you like him or not, I guess you could say he's polarizing from that standpoint. But from the moment LeBron James walked in... I just watched him in high school. I watched him beat Oak Hill.
Yeah.
He was like at St. Mary's. It's not a powerhouse, like national ranked team. They were because of him. But he went and beat Oak Hill, number 1 team in the nation. They had like 5 NBA players. He beats them. In the game, he had 30, 10, and 7.
He got hit twice in the face. Caruso hit him in the face going up for the layup, then Shea hit him again. And then pushes him down. Look, there's one.
That's 100% a foul. That's an and one. That's not even close.
And then Shea,
they called it, right?
Bop. No, they didn't call it.
I mean, that's crazy. See, this is where I get irritated with the Thunder because SGA, he'd be on the line right now shooting his
They would call it flagrant. It's
they're gonna review. They have to call this a foul. I think LeBron's personality made him polarizing, not his.
I mean, that also did it, but like even his game was people didn't want him to be the greatest.
Okay, but people that say like he sucks or like you're just an idiot.
Lakers fans hate him.
Yeah.
But
Laker fans hate him because he's not Kobe.
And expecting Kobe out of LeBron, you're just wrong. But LeBron did get him a championship,
and they don't like it.
Yeah,
they're the ones who actually want to say it's bubble, Mickey Mouse.
No, that's a thing. Like Barstool, one of the guys is like, it's a Mickey Mouse championship.
Idiotic. Which, by the way,
and every NBA player has said it was the hardest to play there.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing about it, it's truly like. There's no outside fandom involved. There's no traveling.
It's a basketball.
These 5 players versus those 5 players in your bench in an open gym, basically.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're all saying there. I mean,
I'm
obviously not a Laker fan, but that's one of the more impressive championships.
I agree.
It's a different, like, it's unique.
Yeah, you got hit.
That's clearly a foul. It's a different championship in that there's never been a.
Shea hitting him too is amazing.
How's that not a foul in the court, though? How do you not see that? Like, what are we looking at here?
What happened? What are they?
This is one of these games. Like, it's like it might count more than one. This feels like a 2-win game in a way. Double overtime. Whatever happens in the series, you could point back to this game.
Either way.
But it's only one game, though.
Okay, he is shooting free throws.
Okay, so they overturned it. It's an and one. Can he make the free throw? This is a huge shot. Got it.
My bet's dead, so now I just want the Spurs to win.
Like, Genghis Khan would be polarizing.
Yeah, I mean...
The pure definition of it.
I mean, he would also not be that polarizing. It's like he didn't just, like, he would murder...
And
pillage.
What I'm saying... No, there's one I'm going to say how he's polarizing. I mean, one of the... Killed more people than anybody.
Didn't he conquer like a third of the
world? Most of the world, like modern world of the time.
Yeah, it was all of Asia and Europe, right?
So like you couldn't argue with his.
He's got to pass the ball.
His battle tactics. I mean, you'd have to say Genghis Khan's one of the greatest ever. But like morally, the guy. God, as soon as they're out, they're in. Williams hit another 3 to make it a 1-point game.
As soon as they're out, they're in.
Exactly. I mean,
that's what she said.
Yeah. As soon as you think they're done, they just freaking make a play.
As soon as I think about, they pull me back in.
It really is. It's Godfather 3. This is better, though, than the Godfather 3. It's a terrible movie. Spurs got the ball. 1:05 left. Up 1. Who do you go to? I think you go to Wemby. Nice pass.
Yes.
Oh! That was a great pass.
Block that shit. They called it and one.
Yeah,
let's go.
I know he finished that. That was a hell of a pass. He missiled that in there. Who threw that?
Harper.
That was a great pass.
He made up for the lob pass that he screwed up in.
That was a great pass.
Wemby actually sealed Caruso there.
He did.
There's been a few of the post touches where
he actually kind of
I don't blame Castle for all his TOs. Wemby wasn't stealing Caruso.
Look how hard that was to score, though. He had to throw off Caruso, then he has to dunk on Chet. It feels like the momentum was swung back to the Spurs
until the next play.
Yeah.
Until Caruso.
This is a big shot.
Yeah, until they hit a 3.
What's his free throw percentage, Wemby?
Probably 82.
So he's pretty good.
Spurs up 4 minutes to go.
This is a big possession, obviously. 39 and 22 he has.
Any stop.
It's ridiculous.
Don't leave him. He'll dunk it. Oh, he missed it. Chet's going to dunk it.
Oh!
No.
They didn't call a foul.
Oh, my God.
See, like, they don't even try to make a basket. Jalen Williams honestly, to just get a foul.
If they just took a 24-second shot clock violation, that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Just no fast breaks.
No, don't turn it over for a layup. Literally, just throw the ball out of bounds.
Or just...
Ball game. Castle just threw a lob up to Wemby. He reverse side
41 and 22.
41 and 22. I do think though, if we're looking at NBA history, if the Spurs win this game, to me this is the start of potentially their championship run. I mean, for many years to come too.
Oh yeah, they're in place. What a block!
That was a great block.
Devin Vassell, man,
this might be the best NBA game I've seen all year.
It is.
I think so. With the firepower, the star power, you basically have
double overtime.
Probably the two best players in the NBA, arguably, in Wemby and SGA.
I mean, Oklahoma City was successful having Caruso on Wemby for most of the game, but
wear and tear.
But the last two plays, eventually it's going to catch up to you.
Is Pop at home cheering him on?
Absolutely. He still was involved with the team.
Yeah.
He's still there.
I saw him walk in with a cane.
Yep. That's impressive considering the guys they've had. Yeah. Tim Duncan, Dave Robb. I mean,
40 and 20. You don't see that stat line very often.
And then last series, I believe Wemby had 12 blocks? Right?
Yeah.
He's
in game 1 they lost. They had 12 blocks.
He's breaking, and we were saying that was a bad game.
Well, yeah, he shot 0 for 8 from 3.
And I think it was 5 for 18 for the game too. Every series he's having an all-time performance. Damn, there's another block by Wemby.
That's game. I don't turn it over. I do have to say this though. The play of the game,
the Wemby moon 3, the moon shot
just
3.
Oh yeah, not even in rhythm. I mean, that was a crazy. That was the.
I thought Oklahoma City was gonna.
I thought the game was over.
Yeah.
He's an alien.
And if he missed that shot, it was not a good shot.
Oh, I mean, was he trying to lay it up?
Yeah. Anyway, Spurs won. I think that wraps us up, right? We're the Club Rats. I'm Jesiah.
I'm John.
Faraz.
We'll see you guys next time. Remember to like, subscribe, comment. Peace.